Folks, welcome back, and part two of the Malzberg panel. Senior fellow at FreedomWorks, Tom Borelli, and columnist for Breitbart.com and American thinker, C. Edmund Wright. Okay, gentlemen, the Department of Justice, their Board of Immigration Appeals, has decided to let Guatemalan women into this country. They will be granted asylum if they say that they are victims of domestic abuse. I don't know how you prove that. I guess you don't have to prove it. That's all you have to say. And now every woman coming from Guatemala knows that that's all you have to say, Edmund.
Yeah, you know, we've heard about the concept of anchor babies, having babies over here, and then the parents get to stay. This is the situation, Steve, of anchor mommies. You know, have the mom come, claim abuse, whether or not it's true, who knows. And then, obviously, the children will be allowed to join their mom in our country as well. So this is definitely the Anchor Mommy program, and they know exactly what they're doing.
And Tom, this is also retroactive. Women from Guatemala who have come here and are waiting now could invoke this this domestic abuse claim as well.
A lot of these countries, obviously, they have, really horrific, economic conditions. I've been to Guatemala. It's really sad with children begging you for money, but we can't take care of all the people in the world as much as we would like to. And this is just another one of the Obama decrees through, Department of Justice that's going to allow people in. And of course, people from now Guatemala, but the message from the coyotes would be green light, everybody come on board. And that's how we got the last stream of people from South America, was because of Obama's implementation of the DREAM Act through his executive decree. So this is, again, just it's part of a pattern.
And we know that it's not stopping, and we know that we don't even talk about it anymore. It's not even in the news anymore. These kids, the 60,000 strong, they're all over the country. They're going to be starting school next month. In some places, they have started school. We don't know about their health, and it's just a never-ending situation. And Edmund, I mean, this is something I just don't think that that Americans are okay with this. And by the way, Mexico produced CDs and guide, booklets on how to beat the U.S. Border Patrol, how to get around them, what to say to them, how to get their way into this country. Now Guatemala just has to put out a one sheet saying, hey, women, claim domestic abuse, and you're in.
Well, let's look at what's going on here from both sides of the border. Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador. They get to export some of their poverty. Meanwhile, Obama and Eric Holder are trying to import future Democrat voters. That is clearly what is going on there. Tom is correct. We can't take care of all of these people simply from a compassion standpoint, even if we wanted to. But let's not lose sight. These people are being used as human shields, if you will, as a way to play on the emotions of kind-hearted Americans so that Barack Obama can import more Democrat voters.
About 20 seconds, Tom. Final word.
Yeah, well, it's a whole Clower and Piven collapse the system. Just bring everybody in and put the weight on the American people. We just can't afford it. $17 trillion in debt. Let's get our economy going first. Let's have, legal immigration, but we can't open the borders like that.
And we need a Republican Party that is on board with that. Hey, Tom and Edmund, thank you both very much. Appreciate your time. See you soon. Have a great Memorial Day weekend if we don't see you before then. And folks, we're coming back with Larry Kudlow right after the break. But first, this hour's American Moment. And what are we going to take a look at today? Funny you should ask. The Louisiana Purchase. Watch and learn.
Thomas Jefferson is credited with doubling the nation's size through the Louisiana Purchase. But it was events far beyond his control that made that purchase possible. After becoming president in 1801, Jefferson recognized the Mississippi River had become a major trade route, bordering the eastern boundaries of the United States. But he also recognized its vulnerability, since the city that controlled the mouth of the Mississippi, New Orleans, was owned by the French. America's overtures to purchase the city of New Orleans were repeatedly rejected by the French until 1803, when the French Navy suffered a major defeat off the coast of what is now Haiti. Napoleon found himself needing money to rebuild his navy. Consequently, when in that same year, Secretary of State James Monroe again traveled to Paris with an offer to purchase New Orleans. He was pleasantly surprised to learn Napoleon was willing to sell not only New Orleans, but all of France's territories in the New World. The United States was ready to spend up to $10 million to purchase just the city. So when Napoleon offered to sell all of their land holdings for a total of $15 million, the future president accepted. In one action, 828,000 square miles covering the future states of Arkansas, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Dakota, Oklahoma, Texas, and Wyoming became part of America for less than 3 cents per acre. For Newsmax TV, I'm Bill Curtis, and this is an American Moment.